Rain is pouring down, the forest is vibrant green, and you're sleeping in a hidden shelter among the trees. What could be better for restoring your peace and joy of life? Welcome to the autumn of the north. Day 1. I'm hiking out in the light rain to find a completely natural shelter I built a month ago. I'm excited to see the shape of it and discover whether it is rainproof or not. Inside the shelter, under the roof, it is completely dry, which makes me happy. I can't be sure it's completely safe though, as the light to moderate rain has only been going for under an hour. This shelter has a thick roof of layered foliage that I've gathered nearby my campsite. I inspect it closely and determine that I definitely want to increase the thickness further. After all, it's such an easy job since all the materials are close and free for the picking. So before settling down in my camp to cook and relax, let's build a better roof to completely upgrade the simple shelter. I've always loved the colors of the autumn here in Finland. Just look at the intensity of the orange and yellow. It's almost difficult to believe that the content is not color graded at all. These are clips right out of the camera, and I'm glad to be able to show you the raw beauty and soundscape of this pristine nature. I've now collected a big bunch of the vibrant foliage. I proceed to firmly stick in the bushes into my roof, doing my best to naturally layer them for maximum rain-stopping efficiency. If you were to build this type of roof from scratch, the best idea is to start from the bottom and then gradually layer more and more as you rise toward the top of the roof. In that way, the water drops can flow along the leaves and fall down to the next leaves, potentially never going through the roof completely. Now I've added quite a lot of foliage, working for maybe just 15 minutes in total. Easy. It starts raining slightly and a cool breeze blows through the forest. I'm looking forward to getting all cozy inside the shelter. Here is the excellent stone fireplace I built last time, and I have some firewood left from the previous trip. Before setting the fire, I go out to gather a bit more dry firewood in case the rain picks up later. It would be terrible to be stuck in the forest with only wet firewood, after all. My favorite way of igniting the fire is to use completely dry twigs collected from the lowest dead branches of spruce trees. They can sometimes be dry even though everything else is wet or frozen when camping out in the winter. This fireplace is amazing. I found the perfect square-like rocks to build it. The draft is good, the surface where the fire sits is perfectly dry, and the rocks are of the kind that do not crack nor explode in the heat. It's the best fireplace I've ever had for sure. Now let's grab the trusty old cast iron pan that a friend has gifted to me. It's an old one, maybe even 30 years old. Tonight I'm cooking a simple eggs and butter. I usually eat 6 to 8 eggs a day to have plenty of animal fats and abundant cholesterol for testosterone production and strength, along with ideal protein. The eggs may just be the secret to my stamina, the reason I always have a supercharge of energy that never seems to end. Or perhaps it's all the playing in the forest as a kid, imagining sticks to be swords, who knows. Evening is approaching and it's getting much darker. The rain is picking up again, and I'm sitting warm and cozy inside the shelter. The roof, I hope, should be completely waterproof in such conditions, even though it might rain all night. As long as there is no heavy downpour, I should expect a calm night and a good rest. Now let's take some time to absorb and appreciate the absolute solitude and peace of the rainy forest. Listen to the drops and the wind. Relax and awaken. Here I have managed to create the most primitive door. I found a big branch that is perfect. I can weave in my bushes in between the twigs to create a formidable wing-stopping door. At least that's the plan. Let's see how that goes. Okay, let's try the door. It's fairly dense and it covers most of the entrance, but it's not large enough to ignite near the campfire. It really makes the shelter much more cozier and protects me from wind and creatures of the night. The sun has now completely set. I take my time to get fully warmed up by the fire as the last logs are still burning. I also make sure I have some firewood before tomorrow so that I can start the morning in a relaxed way and get the fire going immediately. Now it's time to head to bed. I have a summer sleeping bag with me and will rest on top of a thick layer of bushes plus a wool blanket. Simple, but enough for me. I fall asleep under the soothing sound of the rain. Good night. The next morning, it's still raining a bit, but the weather is brighter. I wake up, but decide to just lay in my sleeping bag for an entire hour. I have nowhere to go, I am unemployed, no obligations but those I hold for myself. Freedom. It has rained lightly throughout the night. I'm completely dry and the forest has become damp. The vibe is different. It's as if the moisture has made the colors even deeper, and the air is so refreshing in this pure environment. right now. What could be better than some tea? I get the fire going using small twigs and dry wood I've kept inside my shelter from cover of the nightly rain. Heat returns to my body after the cool but not freezing night. The ancient Viking stone fireplace is great because it's fully adjustable. I can move about the flat stones to fit my tea kettle perfectly right above the hottest parts of the flames. Tea is ready. This is my Snufkin cup, the off-grid guy from the Moomin children's cartoon, perfect for embodying the spirit of calm adventure. Now let's go out and do some work on the shelter. There are some parts I'm not so happy with, such as the back walls that have huge gaps in them. I gather a lot of dead trees and branches, all from nearby my shelter, and start building the primitive and efficient way. Did you know that studies have shown that swinging an axe drastically increases testosterone in men, up to 48% if repeated at least 4 times a week? If you don't believe me, just watch. The walls are now complete for my standard. The forest is not that windy here, so it's dense enough. I finish my upgrade by topping off the roof with more foliage. The next time I visit the shelter, I will have an even better experience. I was thinking, maybe I'll return in winter and survive the cold here. That will be great. Here is my simple equipment I bring along. You really don't need much. I have an old military backpack, an axe, a sleeping bag, a knife, a wool blanket and a tea kettle. That's pretty much everything you need to start exploring the wild. It's neither expensive nor requiring a lot of skill or planning. Just trust your instincts and let them guide you on your adventures. Now let's hike out to the forest and say goodbye to my cozy shelter. The berries are waiting me further in the rainy autumn forest. I saw some lingonberries and blueberries a bit further, so I'll make sure to eat as much of them as I can find. It's been a pleasure showing you the beauty of the Nordic forest in autumn. Thanks for following along the adventure. Subscribe to stay tuned, and as always, don't forget to get out there.